Hey, you guys, this is Psychic Medium Dan coming to you with your February forecast. I want to apologize for not getting the ones done in November, December, January, but I'm kind of back in the swing of things, and readings are going to be a little bit different. They're going to be just channeling directly without the use of tarot cards, and I'm going to try to incorporate the oracle cards. I'm not sure how well that's going to work, but we're going to attempt to see how that works. Hopefully it'll bring some clarity and some validation to the information that I'm giving you guys. So, if you want to book a personal reading, visit my website, link below, psychicmediumdan.com. I'll be more than welcome to work with you. Again, the readings I'm a little bit different than other mediums out there, so it's going to be really channeled directly, and it's going to be strong messages, which can be life-changing. So, again, if you want to book a session with me, I'll be more than welcome to dig into your situation and, let's make some positive change. I keep hearing ignite that flame that's been turned off. So, without further ado, let's move on to your reading. Pisces, this is your general forecast for the month of February. And the first thing that kind of came up with a lot of you guys are going to be doing a career shift coming this month during the month of February. And I really feel like that it's going to be really positive for you guys. A lot of you guys are, I want to say some of you guys are being laid off, unfortunately. And then again, these are general readings, so they may not resonate with everybody. But I'm getting the sense like some of you guys might be getting laid off, and then other of you guys are just choosing to walk away and choosing to go into a different field or start a different job at a different company. Some of you guys are choosing to leave without having a job in mind. And I really feel that that's more of a sense of you guys are tired of where you're at, I guess, the environment. It is a little bit on the toxic side. If you can kind of hold on and, hang in there for a little bit and try to get a job before you move, that's highly recommended. That's what they're kind of telling me. But for a couple of you guys, they're like, nope, you're done. And that's okay. For those of you looking for jobs, there are going to be definitely jobs coming up. Unfortunately, I'm not really seeing much coming up until March. They're showing me like March is going to be if you're unemployed, it's going to be a better time for you to really start to actually get that job. So you're going to probably be doing work to be able to get the job, such as submitting applications, interviews in February. The job won't be offered to you, or the perfect job won't be available till March, when at that point you will have the opportunity to definitely make more money. And I'm seeing that because I'm seeing a lot of coins, so there's going to be a definite increase when it comes to income starting in March moving forward. But be prepared, prepare yourself for during the month of February as you move forward, especially in the way you're thinking, because a lot of you guys are wondering what's your life purpose and what is it that you should be doing. A couple of you guys are doing something completely different than what you went to school for, and that's okay. However, for some of you guys, they're making me feel like you're going to go back to that career. So you studied this career, you're doing something else, you're going back to what it is you did study. For those of you looking to start an organization, start a company, I really feel like if you have started it during the month of January, keep building on it. It's definitely a month to create a year to create new things. So in numerology, it's a number 1 year. So I really do feel like a lot of you guys are really going to start expanding when it comes to that. So doing different marketing things, different clients are going to start coming in if you do decide to build your own organization during the month of February. So it is going to be an opportunity for you to be your own boss. However, they're making me feel like do it part-time for a little bit and then weave yourself into full-time. Some of you definitely can move into full-time right away, and that's okay. However, it's not feasible for everybody. In terms of love life, I really feel like there's not going to be much going on when it comes to love life. There is going to be some interest when it is that is going to be there. However, I feel like a lot of Pisces, you're blocking yourself for some odd reason. Your doors are shut, basically. It's what I'm seeing. It's the doors are just shut when it comes to love for a couple of you guys. For a couple other ones, for a couple other Pisces, I really feel like that's for single ones. For those of you who are coupled, I really feel like some tensions could be running a little bit high during the month of February. However, it's just a thunderstorm. Don't try not to get too focused on what's going on. Really just kind of work on everything that's going on in the relationship. Try to not get as angry during the month of February, because I really feel like it can be stressful during the month. So kind of on the low key on that, I guess, but when it comes to single Pisces, I really feel like those ones it's time to open the door. It's time to really begin to open the door to allow new love to come in. And I feel like in the past you've been hurt. You've been really put in awkward positions where you've been taken advantage of. And that is completely going to change this year. It's really going to be a year of transformation this year. And it's been starting ever since the end of last year for a couple of you guys. Let it continue. And let's see what your life purpose oracle card says for you guys and how it relates. Finances are going to be steady during the month of April. During the month of March, not really seeing much increase. There might be like a little bit of hump, a little slight increase, not much when it comes to that. When it comes to finances, there could be a little bit more expenses this month, so kind of would really be ready to budget what's going your finances, because I feel like there's going to be an unwanted expense coming up during the month of February, and it actually could be related to a car. So, for a life purpose card, you got the builder card. So, your innate ability to build and create brings you a deep sense of accomplishment. So, like I had mentioned, a couple of you guys are really going to look into building an organization, whether it's for-profit or non-profit. I really feel like that is going to be your niche. A couple other you guys are just handy with your hands. You like to do different crafts, and you're going to build a small business because of that. So, and then other ones, the builder, I just keep hearing like, you're good at building relationships. You're good at doing the sales aspect of work. So really look into those different career opportunities. But again, it's a lot of you guys, Pisces, don't like to be bossed around. So you like to be your own boss. And that's okay, definitely. Just take it a little bit slow. Make sure all your ducks are in a row before you do jump into the organization you're building full time. So, past life. Let's see what's going on. Phobias. So, when I saw the card, all of a sudden the phobias, I kind of kept hearing like, I didn't get like a real sense like a phobia, but I really get a sense of your thoughts are something that is really gonna have an impact on whether you succeed or not. And a lot of you guys have this unattained approval, and when it comes to that, I really feel like in past lives you guys have been told, oh, you can't accomplish this, no, you can't do that, you can't be this, you will never succeed. And that has literally carried over to this lifetime to the point where you really believe that you will never be successful in life. You will never get there. And you developed all these different phobias, all these different mentalities, negative mentalities that have stopped you and put a brick wall in front of your success. So really begin to change that. Clear your mind, do some meditation, see the patterns, focus on the patterns that you see are no longer serving you. Get rid of those beliefs and replace them with new beliefs. Because that's definitely what's going to lead you to a really good path towards success, especially when it comes to love. Once you begin to start loving yourself and build that connection with yourself, you're going to definitely begin to build a connection with any person, you'll be able to have stronger relationships and be able to open the doors to have those relationships. So, messages from your angels. Reward yourself. So a lot of you guys, you have not been focusing on yourselves. A lot of you guys have just been giving to others, giving, and you're on the back of the list. And people are appreciative. They appreciate it. However, how much appreciation do they actually show? So begin to reward yourself. And again, the rewarding of yourself, I really feel like it's more of having time with yourself, for yourself. Being able to connect to source, being able to connect to you and find out what it is that you need to be able to manifest everything you desire and be able to create everything that is going to make you successful. So again, 15-minute meditation every single day to try to connect with yourself, feet on the ground. And I'm going to try to do a workshop later this month, maybe sometime this month or next month, when it kind of just talking about, or I might just do a video talking about how to connect with your spirit guide. And it might take a while, but you'll begin to definitely get answers to questions that you do want answers to. So, and in terms of love, let's see what validation. Forgiving and learning. So again, I really feel like it's, for some of you guys, it's been this cycle where I think you got to forgive yourself, it's either you got to forgive yourself or you got to forgive the other person who actually has hurt you. And a lot of times it could be relationships that we've had with friends, relationships that we've had with family, and that ultimately affects our romantic relationships. So figure out what relationships it is that you have to forgive and you have to learn from, or what it is that you have to release that is holding you back. And once you begin to release that, you'll be able to, again, lift that gray cloud that's around you, that I feel like is around you, and you'll be able to have a much, much better relationship life. So, and they asked me to get one more from the past life oracle card for a couple of you guys. Wisdom. So, wisdom, a lot of you guys, pay attention to the guidance that's coming through. We all have knowledge, but the guidance that comes from spirit, that's wisdom that we have access to. So again, pay attention to the guidance that's coming through to you from them, and that's going to allow you to be able to break down that wall and definitely begin to move forward and have a really prosperous year, because that's ultimately what you want. And I think that's ultimately what you will gain by the end of the year, because I'm seeing it's going to be a really good end of the year where you're going to be definitely making you're going to have made a lot of progress. But again, you have to start. I feel like there is not much going on in January. February is the month where you really have to begin to make that change for yourself and give yourself more credit than what you already do. Because right now I feel like if people would ask you what do you think you're worth from a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most, 1 being the least, you're probably going to give yourself a 1, which is not fair. So again, begin to work on yourself, begin to focus on connecting to your higher self, and definitely watch your spending again this month. I really feel like there might be a couple extra expenses that are going to definitely come up. Some of them are going to be on the higher side. I really feel like it could be maybe new tires, car repair, whatever it may be. Some Pisces are going to have to go through that. So begin to make a reserve as well to definitely have that for a future if it's not available on a credit card. So I hope you've enjoyed reading. I hope you resonated with it. And again, they're general readings, but if you want a more personal reading, definitely feel free to reach out to me. Link is below, and I'll look forward to seeing you guys in March. Have a great one. Bye.